Today we are going to discuss on how to add the integers using the number line with same sign and different sign. Paano ba tayo mag-add ng integers with like sign? Or this is the rule 1. So before that, kailangan nating mabigyang kahulugan or we are going to define first using the number line. Okay, so we have the color green and color red, meaning this is the number represented by the arrow. So meaning going to right, this is positive. So meaning from 0, you are going to move 2 places. So we have 1, 2, this is positive 2 or simply 2. And from 2, you are going to move another 3 places going to right. And then another 3, that is plus 3 and that is positive 5. So meaning, if you are going to count from 0, kung saan ka nag-stop, meaning this is simply 5 steps or 5 units. Okay, another example from number 2. So, from 0, you're going to move going to left, meaning that is negative. So, the color represented by negative 3 because 3 steps. And then, another step 2, we have the negative 2. And if you are going to combine those negative 3 and negative 2, the answer is negative 5. Now, we are going to define now. Ano ay ang ibig sabihin ng rule 1, which is adding of integers with like sign. Pag sinabi natin adding integers with like sign, just simply add the absolute value and copy the common sign, whether it is both positive or both negative. Now, how are we going to define the definition of rule 2, which is adding of integers with different sign or unlike sign? So we are going to do first the example number 1. So meaning from 0, you are going to move 6 places going to right, meaning this is positive. And then another move going to left, this is negative. So how many steps? That is 10. So since going to left, that is negative, just simply write as 6 plus negative 10. And then, how are you going to get the sum of the two integers? Just simply, this is the place where you are stopping, meaning dito ka nag-stop. Therefore, since this is negative, that is your answer, negative 4. Okay, another example, number 2. From 0, you are going to move, going to left, this is negative. And how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. So just simply negative 4. And then, from negative 4, nag-move ka ulit ng, how many steps? This is 9 steps going to right, meaning that is positive. So just simply write 9. And if you are going to get the sum of the two integers, just simply, yung space na ito, or you are stopping, this is positive 5, and the answer is 5. So therefore, the answer is 5. So now, can you define the definition of rule 2, which is adding of integers with different sign? Kapag sinabi natin addition of different sign, just simply subtraction. Meaning, you're going to subtract the two integers and copy the sign of the greater absolute value. Or copy the sign, which is the greater. Now, how are we going to find the sum of the given integers? So, use the rule 1 and rule 2. We have negative 3 plus 16. Kapag nag-add tayo, just simply, isusubtract natin kung opposite sign. This is rule number 2. So, 16 minus 3 is simply 13. Since mas malaki yung positive kaysa negative, that is simply 13. And another number 2, negative 12 plus negative 7 is simply rule number 1. Common sign, this is negative, and just simply add the absolute value, which is 19. That is now the answer. And another, we have 7 plus 12. This also number 1 rule. Common sign, this is simply add the absolute value, which is both positive, this is simply positive 19. And last one, we have negative 16 plus 3. This is rule number 2. Just simply subtract. 16 minus 3 is simply 13. Since the absolute value of negative is greater than the positive, copy the sign negative. And that is now the answer for the... Now it's your turn. You are going to find the sum of the given integers using the rule 1 and rule 2. Don't forget to leave your